Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm just going to be showing my physical TBR. I feel like that'll be really fun if I can look back like at the end of the year in December or something and just see how much of my TBR I've been able to read, and just seeing what books I've bought, which books I haven't. Just seeing like which books I've been able to get through, while seeing what books I have bought since then. Okay, so I'm gonna be starting with my shelves that I have on the side. I only have one book that I want to read on like my absolute favorite shelf, and that's because I read it before I was really logging everything into Goodreads, and I just want to kind of be able to like log it fresh because I read it a couple years before like starting to use Goodreads actually. And yeah, so that book is Song of Achilles. I've only ever read this book once, and that's because I've been too scared to reread it. But yeah, I'm hoping to reread this soon because I'd like to read it during the summertime. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it though. I'm just such a big mood reader that if I don't get to it, I won't be upset. I'll figure out another time to get to it. It would be great to read it over the summer, but I won't be too upset if I don't. So first book is Song of Achilles. The next book is a book that I just recently got because I heard that it was like Six of Crows, and so it's The Lies of Locke Lamora. I am currently 55 pages into this. I'm already starting to get kind of like Asbrecker vibes, so that's always a win. I'm really excited for this book because everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so great. Even though this came out like what, 10-15 years before Six of Crows did. I think this is going to be a really fun read, so I'm really excited for this one. So that was like my favorite shelf, and then just a book that I bought recently that I'm currently reading. Next I'm going to move on to my Donmei shelf. You can kind of see it behind me. I've read most of my books on there. There's 3 books on there that I currently own that I have not read yet. So the first one is Run Wild. I have only the first volume of this. I know that there's 2. I don't know if there's going to be more books in this series or not, but this really just kind of feels like winter vibes to me, so hopefully I'll be in the mood for this during winter time. Next is the first 3 volumes of The Husky and His White Cat Shizun. I've read both of the author's other series. I've read all of Remnants of Filth, and I really love that one. And then I just read Case File Compendium, and I enjoyed that, but I'm not like, I need the next volume, so I'm gonna wait to buy that until I've read like some more books and I feel better about buying books, even though I just bought a book 2 days ago. Yeah, no, so I have the first 3 volumes of Husky and the White Cat and His White Cat Shizun, because I was just scrolling on eBay one day and I was like, I wonder if anybody has any Donmei, because I was just getting into Grandmaster Vermont Cultivation and somebody was selling these, so I got them for like half price, and it was good. So this cover, I love Donmei because their covers are just so cool. So there's this one. This is the 3rd one. It's out of order, sorry. And then this one's my favorite. So yeah, that's all the Donmei that I have left. Not sure when I'm gonna get to the Husky and His White Cat Shizun. I'm pretty sure that one has like 11 volumes in it, so it might be a little bit till I get to that. It's fine though. So finally, of this kind of shelving unit, I have manga that I haven't read yet. This is not manga, it's a light novel of a manga. It's Overlord. My brother was watching the show for this, and I read like the little summary thing, and I thought that it sounded really cool, so I have the first one. This one also has a lot of volumes in it, so I've not gotten to it yet. But I do like this because there's pictures. And if you know me, you know I love pictures. Like, this is a little fold-out thingy that comes out. I'm just not going to do it yet because it's annoying to get back in. But yeah, I think that one's going to be really fun once I actually get to reading it. I don't know that I'll ever watch the anime. I don't know. So the next books that I haven't read is Bungo Stray Dogs, Dazai Chuya Age 15. I have the first 3. I know the 4th one is coming out soon. If not, it's already out. And I got these really just because these are my, like, two of my favorite characters, and the fact that we get, like, just more time with them is really great. The next is volumes 2 and 3 of the case study of Vanitas. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm saying it the way I want to say it, so that's what it's gonna be. It's a really interesting concept. I read the first volume, I didn't love it, but I also was like in a bit of a reading slump, so I might reread that and then get to these. But these volumes are really pretty. I really like these. And then finally, my last bit of manga that I haven't read but I own is volumes 4 through 8 of Banana Fish. This is one of like my all-time favorite shows, the anime. And I've been slowly collecting these just because it's really hard to get good merch for Banana Fish. But in terms of reading it, I find it really difficult to watch an anime and then go to the manga, just because it's pretty much a shot-for-shot remake of it. And if I've already seen the pictures moving, why would I see the pictures frozen? But yeah, so I do want to read the manga because I know that it goes more in depth than the show does. Like, we get more after stuff, or stuff that happens after the events of the final episode. I just have to get to those. And there's like 20 volumes of this, and so it's really expansive. So when I'm down for like more collecting stuff, I'll probably go back to collecting Banana Fish. I don't know that I'll get to reading it though. Next, I'm going to be going like down this bookshelf. And it's gonna take a while because that's where like all of my unread books are. Like, this is like my lighthearted romance fun, and then this is like kind of my lit fix. Obviously not all of them are lit fix, but I was going off of the vibes when I was organizing my bookshelf, so that's what it's gonna be. So I have Pride and Prejudice. I've had this for years. I started listening to the audiobook a couple weeks ago, but I listened to it for probably about a half an hour before I forgot. I'm not an audiobook person, and so it's so hard for me to enjoy them. So I think I just have to go in and read this book myself. The 5 Wishes of Mr. Murray, 12th Night, Call Me By Your Name, The 7-Year Slip, When We Collided, I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki, Now Is Not the Time to Panic, A Little Life, The Goldfinch, The Comeback, The Stars Are Dying, The Language of Thorns, Midnight Tales, and Dangerous Magic, The Shadows Between Us, These Violent Delight, Our Violent End, We Free the Stars, The Night Ends with Fire, Curious Tides, Ace of Spades, Our Infinite Fates, Lore, Boys with Sharp Teeth, Heavenbreaker, Vengeful, The Diviners, Gearbreaker, The Cruel Prince, Serpent and Dove, This Savage Song, Winter's Orbit, This Fatal Kiss, Fable, Lies We Sing to the Sea, Threads That Bind, Heavenly Tyrant, Her Radiant Curse, The Midnight Library, Magic Steeped in Poison, A Venom Dark and Sweet, Evocation. How do you say that? Evocation? Evocation. We Hunt the Flame, Youngbloods, The Testing, Independent Study, Graduation Day, The Atlas 6, Silver Elite, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, The Raven King, The Ministry of Time, Legend, Red Rising, Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Restore Me, Defy Me, Imagine Me, Cruel Crown, Glass Sword, Half-Blood, Dance of Thieves, Prison Healer. These Violent Delights. I just got this 2 days ago, and I heard that it was similar to Hannibal, which is like my new favorite show. I just finished watching it. And the dynamics are similar to Hannibal, so that's why I got it. I've heard very mixed reviews about this. You either really love it or really hate it. So I'm hoping I really love it. The entire Anne of Green Gables series. I love Anne with an E. It's one of my favorite shows, and I just recently rewatched it, and I was like, Netflix, why did you cancel it so early? So, I'm really excited to read these and figure out what happens next to the characters. Finding 13, Keeping 13, Gifted and Talented, The Program, The Treatment, The Remedy, The Epidemic, The Adjustment, and The Complication. Those are all of my books that I have not read yet on my bookshelves in my room. There are a few outside of my room that I'm kind of sharing with the rest of my family that I haven't gotten to, or I got to before I started using Goodreads to track everything. But I'm not really going to count those because those aren't in my immediate range of what I want to read. So I'm going to put my total physical TBR on the screen somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. And yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the year that I can read another, let's say 20 books. No, 30. I'm hoping to have another 30 books read by the end of the year. And that should hopefully put a good dent in my physical TBR. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's really all I have for today. Thank you for clicking on this video, seeing my book buying problem, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Thank you!